Hello guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about conditional statements like if, else, elif. Um, Mainly if and else is used only when there are two conditions, and elif is used when there are multiple conditions. Like to check if a person's age is, if a person is eligible to vote, you check if a person's age is greater than 18. So I'll take an input from the user, enter age. Oh, 1 minute. Um, like after the user enters the age, we can check if n is greater than or equal to 18, like the condition for a person to be eligible to vote. Print you are eligible. And there are only two conditions for voting: if you're greater than 18, greater than or equal to 18, or you're less than 18. So there's no need of elif. So print you are not eligible, and if we run this, it is asking for the age of the user. If I enter 18, you are eligible to vote. So yeah, like that you can use it for two conditions. And if you are grouping by the category of age, like uh, uh, adolescent, teen, adult and stuff, we can group it like this. If n is less than 13, print you child and this has multiple conditions. So elif, for teenager we would check if n is greater than 13 and n is less than equal to 19. Print you are elif, to check if the person is an adult, it's greater than 19, and I'm just making up conditions. So less than 60, let's make it 70. Print you are an adult, else wait, elif n is greater than 70 and n less than 100. Print you are a senior citizen. And yeah, if age is greater than, wait, let's make it 120, and else if else doesn't need a if condition, so print valid age and save this. So yeah, let's put an equal to condition over here. And see, if we run this and I enter say 17, oh wait, I put the age is greater than 13, so greater than 13, and wait, I had to put less than 13, so yeah. So when I enter 17, you're a teenager. Like that, we can use the else, I mean if and else and else conditions. Now I'm going to be talking about the looping conditions, like the for and while loop. Mainly both of them are the same thing, but let me show an example. So for for loop, I'll let's take an input. I mean for yeah, let's take an input n equal to int put enter a number. I'd like to print all the positive integers and including 0 till the nth number. So I would do for I in range 0 comma n plus 1, as if I take only till n, it will run until the n minus 1th term, so n plus 1 to run until the nth term. So print I. So if I run this program and let's say enter 5, all the numbers from 0 to 5 are printed. In for loop, mostly the first condition, that is the start, it is not necessary. If you don't enter start, it will automatically take it as 0, and only the ending condition is necessary. And if you want to have a step, say 2, to print the alternate numbers, let's say 10. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 are printed, which are the alternate numbers having the step 2. And yeah, now I'll be talking about pattern questions using for loop, like the basic stuff. Let's say we need a 5 row and 5 column pattern. Say n is equal to 5 for I in range 5. See, I'm just putting the ending condition and not this condition, and it will work just fine. Now I'll create another for loop. Print say asterisk space, yeah, and I put a end equal to space print. So basically just the print function is like a new line character for the loop. So yeah, Let me run the code. See a phi cross phi pattern of asterisk is printed. The first for loop, that is ith element, takes the number of like the rows, and jth element specifies the number of columns. Like see if I make it I plus 1, it will print like a half pyramid kind of a structure. See. So jth element specifies the number of columns, and the ith element specifies the number of rows. So yeah, this is the basic pattern using for loop. Now for the while loop, n equal to 5, see, I want to print elements till 5 while I equal to 0, while I is less than. In for loop, it will basically increment on its own by 1, but for while loop, we have to increment on our own. I mean, we have to type an extra step for that. So I is less than n. And basically for the statements to be in a loop, it has to be indented like a tab space would do. And this colon is required. Okay, we'd like to print the I, print I, see. Now only this much should go into an infinite loop, as there's no ending condition due as I not updated I here. See, like 0 keeps on getting printed, so I'll delete this. And now if I increment I plus equal to 1, this will print elements till 5. Yeah, here it is. It prints till 4 because 5 is n, and 4 is less than 5 and 5 is equal to 5, so this condition would be false for that reason. And now how can we use this for and while loop in like data, I mean the different data types. Let's take a string A, B, C, D, space E, F. This is a string which I've taken. Now to access individual letters in the string, basically I can do for I in D, print I. So it will print all the characters basically. C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, L, O, P. Yeah. And a different method we could do the same thing by is for I in range using the range function, len of D. The len function basically returns the length of the string list or the data type, whichever you have entered. So for I in range len of D, print D of I. Yeah. Yeah, the same thing is printed again. And for you can do the same for lists, tuples, dictionary and stuff. Let me show you an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For I in D, print I. It will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on different lines. And for tuples, 1, 2, For I in range len of D, I'll print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Print D of I. Yeah, the same thing. And basically dictionaries. Let's see DI. Name, say Rahul, comma, age 21, comma, 10th and 12th marks. So let's make this a list. Say 90 and 95, 96. So I've created the dictionary element. We can access the key value pairs of a dictionary using the for I in dictionary function. For I in print I. Yeah, this will print the key names. Let's make it I of, and if we want to access the values of the keys, we can make this comma dict of I. Let's keep a space in between, comma, yeah. So name Rahul, age 21, 10th and 12th marks 90 and 96 respectively. Yeah, that is the basics of the conditions and the looping statements. Let me take another program, say L equal to, let's keep the voting eligibility as the criteria for this program. For I in L, that is the list. If I, that is each element of the list, if I is greater than or equal to 18, you are eligible. And else print as ineligible. Yeah, this should work. Like, see, the first is 12. 12 is ineligible. 19 is greater than 18, so eligible. 80 is greater than 18, so eligible. 13 and 13 are less than 18, so ineligible again. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.